We have one group saying that Bitcoin can go to $10,000 and also another group that says that it can go all the way up to $100,000. And in this video, we're going to explain some analytics behind why this is a critical point for Bitcoin and also why it could go either way. Hey guys, my name is Alex and welcome back to the Cryptonairz channel. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and also leave a comment in the video below. We also have a Discord channel where we have hundreds of different people joined together as a community looking at projects that are starting early on. So please check that out. Going right into the video, Bitcoin had a pretty good week so far. And we have finally broke above the 200 EMA line. If you haven't seen our past videos, this 200 EMA line acts as a pretty great support region for Bitcoin, and we were under that line for quite some time. During the past couple of weeks, we have broken above that line, giving a nice breakup, retouch of the resistance here, and then heading higher, slightly higher. And currently, we just started this week and we are slightly in the red. The reason why I'm pretty happy about this breaking back up is the fact that we have seen this in Ethereum as well. So this is the Ethereum weekly chart. And if you look over here on this, we've broken above the 200 EMA line. The next couple of weeks following after, we saw green candles after green candles after green candles. And so far we have 5 consecutive green candles leading up to this week so far, and we haven't had a good start just yet. But again, things are early and things might change throughout the week. So just a quick overview of what happened in the crypto markets. This is a great news article called The Milk Road that I have been following, and they have been consistently giving out great information throughout. In this article, they said last week, Bitcoin hit 25,000 for the first time since early June. Ethereum hit 2,000 for the first time in early May, and the feed and greed index got out of the feared mode for the first time since April. Speaking of the feared and greed index, going to it right now, we are currently at 44. This is still in the fearful mode, and that's pretty understandable. And the past couple of weeks, we have been in extreme fear for quite some time, averaging around 24 for the whole previous month. So 44 looks pretty good so far. So honestly, 44, I'm pretty happy with it and it looks pretty good so far. If you're looking at this chart, I made some trend lines from the top up here and then down below down here as well. This trend line is creating what we call a channel formation, or you can also say it might be a downward triangle formation as well. If we zoom in quite a bit, we are at the upper echelon of this trend line. And this is really why it is at a critical point, because it could either break up and head for a little bit higher, or at the same time it can hit it and go a little bit lower as well. So really it can go both ways. And to be honest, if this downward trend continues, there could be a chance where Bitcoin can hit $10,000, proving some analysts is correct, which I'm not really looking towards. But however, a break above this trend line right here, that we can hit 36,000 or more later on. I'm also going to give you some analytics on why this might be a better possibility than for Bitcoin to hit $10,000. So we're going to check them out right now. The first chart that we have is a capitulation confluence model by the Real Plan C. In 2011, it has stayed negative for 112 days. In 2015, 62 days. 2018, 113 days. And now currently it's sitting at 65 days. If you're looking at the zone, it looks like that we're just coming out of a bottom and potentially we can see it positive later down the road. But overall, this is indicating that the market sentiment is turning a little bit more positive rather than negative. So that's pretty good, I think. This chart by Miles J Creative, he says 63 days bottoming. If this trend or shortening bottoms is to have any validity, then something should start happening this week. There were around 36 bars for the bottom of 2015, 18 bars for around 2019, and now we're around 9 bars. If we're following out this curve bottom out chart, hopefully it does mean we're going to see higher highs later down the road. So again, another bullish sentiment for Bitcoin. This chart by the Game of Trades is the global supply chain pressures. It is a supply chain pressure index. During 2020, when COVID hit, we could see the index just went skyrocketing to a 3.0 and then dropping back down the year after. But going into 2022 right now, that same index just went all the way back up to above a 4. And now again, we're going slightly back down. So what is this telling me is that, or we could be already in a recession depending how you look at it. But with the supply chain pressure index falling, it could mean that a lot of household items, a lot of gas, purchasing power will stabilize a lot more better. Will stabilize for the months ahead. And this means more predictability, in theory, a stronger economy, which overall means a better market for Bitcoin to reach higher highs. Because I think everyone who is watching this video is pretty bullish on crypto and Bitcoin in general. But the only thing is that hopefully this index doesn't turn sour again and just reach to a 5 over time. We still have the war happening in Russia, a major turning point an unknown factor of where the market could be heading. So one major event that could change the whole crypto market is Ethereum's triple halving event. And to sum it up very short, that is the transition from proof of work to proof of stake for Ethereum. Looking at the Ethereum chart, I think a lot of the bullish pressure had to do with the successful testnets that it had. So going back to this Milk Road article, and again, I really like their articles, they had one in June 8th, which was successful, Sepolia in July 6th, which was also successful, and the most recent one, which was on August 10th, that was completed and also successful. And announcing on August 10th is the dates for Ethereum 2.0, is the date for the transition to proof of stake, and that was on August, and that is expected to be between August 16th to August, and that is expected to be September 16th to September 19th. And again, these dates are pretty important because if Ethereum is going higher, we can kind of expect the bullish sentiment to go back into crypto, and hopefully that's going to facilitate the pressure for Bitcoin to go a little bit more higher. So why is it exactly called the triple halving event? So what is the triple halving event? I'm going to explain that more in a later video, but to give a short summary, Ethereum will use 99.9% less energy moving from a proof of work to proof of stake. It would take less energy to run the blocks, which also means less free rewards for stakers and for miners as well. So overall, that means that stakers who are earning these free rewards aren't going to be able to sell as much as they were selling now, which hence is better for Ethereum and why prices might go a little bit higher. The annual emission of new Ethereum will drop from 4.3% to 0.4%. And we're going to go from 13,300 new Ethereum per day, which is 10 times less than what we have right now. Overall, that means that Ethereum is going to be more scarce, which hence it is expected for prices to go a little bit more higher. How much higher, we don't really know just yet. But if we're looking traditionally in the past for Bitcoin, whenever it had its halving, we saw a huge bull run during that time. In 2013, we had that halving, and again, BTC just went all the way up. Same thing between 2016 and 2017, and the next halving for Bitcoin is expected to be, and so on. So with all this positive news for Ethereum, hopefully that does run back into Bitcoin, which overall will help, because still there is a huge connection between Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and also altcoins and DeFi in general. If Bitcoin goes up, so is the whole crypto market, and so are all the other smaller projects. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and make sure you leave a comment below. Where do you guys think Bitcoin is going, or even Ethereum as well? We're going to have a video on the triple halving shortly, so please stay tuned for that, and see you guys on Discord as well. Take care.